So as we do on every preview show, we start off with our rankings. So we start with the ACC is going to be 14 through 1. We don't do conference specific as far as Coastal and Atlantic. What we do is we break down the 14 best teams in our poll, and we do it from 14 to 1. Number 7, Florida State, after having a rough season last year. Noah, tell me a little bit about this Florida State team led by our friend Lee Jarrett.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit of a tough time on Tallahassee right now, but I know that Florida State fans are used to not being in the top 4 of anything right now, so I think they'll be okay. But I think Cam Leiter is going to be a big-time addition for Florida State on the mound. What Link's going to be able to do with him is just something that's going to turn into must-watch TV almost every Friday night down there, if that's where they stick him. And then Cam Smith, James Tibbs, and Daniel Cantu are going to be big-time pieces in Tallahassee, and I'm really, really excited to see what Link can do in year 2, because year 1 was such a letdown. We know that NCAA tournament streak is over with. It's time to start a new streak, and I believe in Link Jarrett because he was outstanding at Notre Dame, and I know you didn't really like him at first, Mark, but I know that we're both on board with what Link can do.
Listen, while he was at Notre Dame, I got to really like him during those press conferences in Omaha. I had to stop hating on him and talking to him outside the press conference. He's a legitimate, nice guy and a good baseball coach. I just didn't like him at Notre Dame. But now that he's away from Notre Dame, I'm all on that Link Jarrett bandwagon here. He seems like a great coach. I think that he's going to be able to turn this program around. AJ, pitching was a question mark last year. Hitting was a question mark. They really didn't have a lot to lean on, but they have a lot returning this year. Is that good or bad for this Florida State team?
It's never bad to return experience, whether it's successful or failure from last year. You either learn from failure or you build off of success. They have the opportunity to do both. They're bringing in a ton of transfers from either UCF or USF, just kind of siphoning off those schools, like Daniel Cantu, like Cam Leiter. But this is another school where, especially out of the bullpen, maybe even for that midweek starter, that third rotation spot, you're going to have a lot of freshmen battling for that position. It's open right now because there's not a proven guy. You have proven bullpen guys like Andrew Armstrong who can go and throw quality innings, but it's is he moving to the rotation? He's definitely one of their better options on paper, but we'll see how Link Jarrett wants to play it. And then Noah mentioned kind of the core offensive guys. I want to throw in Jamie Farrer there as well.
Yeah,
he's just a good pure hitter. Doesn't have the power as maybe a Tibbs or a Cam Smith, but he's one of the better pure hitters on that team. Just lengthens the lineup, and this is a team that maybe has a high ceiling and a very, very low floor, depending on how things unfold for them this year.
Yeah, Jamie Farrer, I love that. 320 hitter, 7 home runs a year ago. This guy can really mash the ball into all yards. He's not going to hit the ball out of the ballpark, but he's a doubles gap guy. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can stretch that out for them, giving Tibbs a chance to hit the ball out of the ballpark and get some real RBI opportunities. Another pitcher I wanted to mention also, Connor Winokur. He's going to get some innings. I do believe that they're going to move Armstrong into the weekend rotation. The way I look at it, he's either going to be that Saturday or Sunday guy, but I think Armstrong does get a job in the weekend rotation, but we'll have to see moving forward. That's Florida State at number 7. Lots of question marks moving forward, but we all believe Link Jarrett's got this team going in the right direction, at least in year 2 down there in Tallahassee.